All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ontarian Hawkins here. I'm the passive income guru. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Real quick, don't want to stay on here too long, but today we're going to talk about recession proof income. Recession proof income. And you probably guessed it, I'm going to be talking about Forex trading today. If you're looking to make passive income at the time that we're in history, with everything going on, the corona and all that, I'm going to say that Forex trading is the way to go. Okay. And I'm going to, at the end of this, I'm going to invite you to a special webinar that is going to be held this coming Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. You don't want to miss it. I guarantee you that. So if you've been looking for a way to make passive income from home, so since a lot of us are already in quarantine mode, then I'm telling you right now, Forex trading is the way to go. So what I want to do real quick is give you a little bit of information about what I do when I trade. So in order to do that, I have to share my screen. So let me do that real quick. And we're going to talk about trading. Okay. Now, everything that I talk about, don't worry if you don't get it. That's okay. That's why we have a academy where you can learn this skill from. Okay. So you guys should be able to see my screen here. Let me make sure. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, I think we're good. All right, awesome. All right, so real quick, I'm just going to go through a quick analysis of one of my favorite pairs to trade, which is the Euro JPY pair. Okay, now in trading, ladies and gentlemen, everyone's strategy or everyone's bread and butter moves are going to be different. Okay, they're going to be different. When you learn this, when you get comfortable with trading, you're going to develop what's called your own skill. Okay, I have my own way that I'm doing it. You may have your own way that you're doing it, but it goes every way that everyone trades still goes aligned with the basics. Okay, what do I mean by the basics? The basics are support and resistance, trend lines. Okay, that is all I do in divergence. So I use 3 different strategies which are very effective. Support and resistance, which pretty much if you're a trader, you are looking at support and resistance zones. You are looking at trend lines, or you're drawing trend lines. Okay, and or you're also using divergence. Okay, very, very important. So as you can see here on this particular pair, this is the daily chart. As you can see right here, you see the daily chart. Now what does that mean, the daily chart? The daily chart means each candle, okay, each candle you see represents one day. Okay, so this candle's a day, that's one day, that's one day, that's one day. Okay, very important to understand that too. And then if I go down to the lower time frame, like the 4-hour, 3-hour, 2-hour, 1 hour, those will equate to the time frame of the candle. So for example, at the 4-hour, each of these candles are 4 hours. Okay, that's what that means. So let me just show you real quick of what I look for before I take trades. I look at certain zones where price is respecting certain areas. As you can see here, I have some boxes, some rectangles here that indicates where price is respecting certain zones. Okay, so up here we have what's called resistance. Down here we have what's called support. Okay, the support zone the resistance zone. Okay. Now, real simple. If you look here, I have a zone here. I have a zone here. You see where price came down, respected this zone and bounced back up, came back down close to this area and came back up. And then it stayed up here for a little bit. Okay. Now, here's the other thing. Price came, here's another zone right here. Price respected this zone. It came up, bounced down, came up, bounced down, came up. Okay. And it made another zone right here. So see, it's respecting this zone here. That's why I have this here. Let me draw this out a little bit more. Probably about right there. Okay. So we have a zone here. Price came here. Boom. Bounced off, bounced off, bounced off, came down here to where it's been respecting this area right here, as we see when we look to the left. Okay. Now, one of the things that I look for when I see these zones, the second thing I look for, ladies and gentlemen, is I look for divergence. Okay. I look for divergence. The other thing I look for is market patterns. Market patterns. Along everything that I'm talking about, I also look at price action. I want to see price action. I want to see the market moving at a nice rate. So I look at price action as well. But a couple of the things that the market does is that it paints different structures on a regular basis. Okay. Two of those structures that I look for are letters. Okay, there are letters in the alphabet. One of the letters is an M. Okay, M is in man. The other letter is a W. Okay, both of those. So if you can kind of see here, you kind of extend this a little bit for you. We have the W forming here. So price came down, respect this zone. Just look at my cursor here. Price came down, respected this zone, came up, respected that zone, came down, boom. We have a W forming. I'm looking for price, since it's been respecting this area, to buy. As you can see here, price is already starting to move in that direction. Now, this is the daily. Now, if you want confirmation, which I recommend, confirmation is go down to the lower levels. So here's the 4 hour. This is the 4 hour chart where we have price respecting this zone. Okay, this is like we're zooming in to see what price is doing. So price came down, respect, came down again, respecting this zone, came down again, respecting this zone. So that's 3 times that it's hit this zone and it's respecting it. So the confirmation is we're looking for price to head up. Now, on the daily chart, I saw something else. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second here. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So on the daily, I also see one of my favorite strategies that I love to use, divergence. So look at this. So you see price respecting this area right here. If you come down to the RSI right here, I'm going to draw a trend line right there. See that? Boom. Okay. So I love divergence. I don't have time to go in it, but in the academy, you're going to learn more about divergence. You see how price is respecting this area. We have confluence. Okay. We have confluence going on here. Confirmations is what confluence is. We have the market pattern W, which is forming a double bottom. W, boom, we're looking for price to go up. We have divergence right here. We have this respected zone. Drop down to the 4 hour chart. We also have confirmation. Let's go down to the 1 hour. I like to do my entries on the 1 hour or the 30-minute, to be honest with you. Okay. So as you can see with confirmation, let's zoom out here. Let's zoom out. Confirmations. We see price is starting to head this way that we want to head. Now, today is Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, so the market's probably not going to move as much as we wanted to move. And then, of course, with everything else going on around the world, the market is probably not going to move like we wanted to move today. So a lot of traders, they will start trading on Tuesday. Myself, I like to start trading on Mondays. Okay. So right here we have, you see, certain candle patterns also, ladies and gentlemen, will give you indication of where it's going. Like right here, I love this candle pattern right here. Right here. See this big green candle right here? Okay. This big green candle is way above this red candle. Okay. This is a buy. Okay. The market's going up. This is called an engulfing candle. And that's confirmation that the market is probably going to continue to go up, as it did a nice move right here. Then it pulled back. Okay, and then we have some consolidation right here. So we got some consolidation. This is a 30-minute chart once again. Let's go to the higher time frames. You get the overall move of where the market is eventually going to go. Okay, so that is what I like to look at. Hey, baby. That's what I like to look at. And of course, today is Sunday. Again, we're probably not going to see the moves that we want to see today. So again, once you get this down, ladies and gentlemen, this is, if you're new to Forex, this may look may look like gibberish, like a big jigsaw puzzle. But I promise you, once you get the basics down, you will come up with your own strategy and you will be profitable. Now, there are some things that you have to put in play when it comes to Forex. You have to be patient. Okay, that's very, very important here. Got to be patient. And you have to practice proper risk management or money management. Very, very important to do. So why do I call this recession proof income? Well, again, we are right now we're going through some things where people are losing their jobs. There is a lot of uncertainty around the world. And this is one of the main skills that I believe that can really give you the answer you've been looking for. One of the things that I always said before in my videos and just in general was education. Education can make you a living, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of you have a degree, okay? A lot of you have a degree. That has made you a living for quite some time. But I guarantee you, once you learn a skill can make you a fortune. What skill am I talking about? Well, one of those major skills is Forex trading. Okay. Education can pay the bills. It can give you that paycheck, right? That paycheck every single week, every single 2 weeks. It can do that. But skills will pay the bills any time of the day. Skills is something that your CEO cannot take away from you. The education, you can get an education and a degree, but your job can let you go anytime. Now we're experiencing that, unfortunately, right now because of the COVID-19. Okay, but just think, if you have a skill, and it doesn't take long to learn. As a matter of fact, my wife learned this skill in a very short amount of time. Very, very short amount of time. So in about 60 days, she was profiting very, very well in Forex. That's how fast it can happen. It depends on how fast you want to learn. Now, I have good news for you. Okay, I got very good news for you, because you don't have to come into this thing without, you don't have to come into this having the skill per se initially. Okay, we have an academy where we will show you how to make this happen. Okay. My wife's trying to feed me right now, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, baby. It's hot. All right. You don't have to come in here and be a master Forex trader in our academy. What if I said this? Listen to me closely. What if I said that when you join us, we show you how to copy and paste, okay, And I'm pretty sure everyone that's listening to my voice right now, you know how to copy and paste on your cell phone. I'm talking about your cell phone. Let's say that we give you signals, Forex trading signals from experts who's been trading for a long time. Okay. They send out a Forex trading signal. All you got to do is put the parameters in your cell phone on your app that we tell you to get. And guess what? We teach you how to earn while you're learning the skill. Does that sound? Well, let me just say, how does that sound? Does that sound good? Does that sound very good? If it sounds very good, go ahead and type a number 7 in the comments for me. Okay. The number 7. If you're able to copy and paste, and we can show you how to earn while you learn, type a number 7. At the same time, we're going to show you how to start creating a nice residual income if you choose to. A nice residual income. And then last but not least, we're going to show you how to leverage and multiply your money. We're going to show you how to leverage and multiply your money. This is the time to learn this skill, ladies and gentlemen. I can't be more adamant about getting on here and telling you that this is the time to learn this skill. Okay? Because I tell you what, everything else out there, there's a lot of opportunities on the internet. I have my own direct mail business, which is another business that I recommend you get into. Okay? One of those recession-proof businesses. Learn how to multiply your money. Forex is the way to go. And we have so much other things to share with you that's going to help you not only learn this skill, but master this skill as time goes on. Okay. So what I want to do, let me before I go that way, here's the back office of our academy. Here's just some of the things you're going to learn. I briefly touched on support and resistance. You're gonna also learn trend identification. It's very important to know where the trend is going in the market. You're going to understand price channels. You're going to understand market structure. I just told you about market structure. Looking for the W's, looking for the M's. Okay. Price action, very important. Market environment. Fibonacci, I didn't talk about that. Fibonacci is a nice way to catch market reversals. I've used Fibonacci quite a number of times, and it works very, very well. So you're going to learn about Fibonacci and the Elliott wave theory as well. And there's much, much more, okay, that you're going to learn inside of this academy. Okay. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I recommend you get into moving forward. Now, this Wednesday, we have a very, very, very special webinar that I want to invite you to. It's going to be, it's going to start at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, that's 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you're going to learn how one of my business partners made $15,000. That's right, $15,000 in a week trading the Forex market using, now get this now, using the copy and paste method. Remember, I told you here that we have a system in place where you can come in here, ladies and gentlemen, and just copy and paste what the experts give you. And you can earn while you learn. Doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. Okay. So I can tell you right now that I sent the email out this past Friday, letting people know that this webinar was coming up. We only have 100 seats. Okay. Let me write this down so you can see it. We have 100 seats available. There's about 70 people that's already registered. Ladies and gentlemen, we only have 30 seats left. Okay. So if you want a seat, and you definitely going to want a seat on this webinar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description so that you can register. Okay. You're going to learn how my business partner was able to break in over 5 figures in a week using the copy and paste system. We have another individual in our team. She made $10,000 in one trading session this past week. One trading session. That's life-changing income. Okay. So you don't want to miss this. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be vital that you get on this webinar on Wednesday. Write it down on your calendars. Put it in your calendar on your iPhone, on your smartphone. 4:30 p.m. Central, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you're going to learn all the components that I just talked about here. Copy and paste. You're going to learn how to start creating residual income right now. We have several individuals who are already creating an extra 4 figures a month in residual income in record time, along with what we teach you how to do in trading. And we have several leveraging and multiplying their money. Let me just say this, and I'm going to close. Your education is not and will not teach you Forex trading. Okay. This is something that you're only going to learn from people that are teaching it and from people who are doing it. Okay. And it's all about the skill set. Okay. It's all about the skill set that you need. Again, skills will make you a fortune. Okay. Education is great. Okay. I'm not knocking education. We have people out there in the force in the world right now that we need them because of what's going on in the world. We need them and they have their education. Okay. But there's certain things that happen to where a lot of you have lost your job, and that's unfortunate. And hopefully things will turn around soon. But you got to be doing something now to make sure that you control your own economy. Right now, you can create your own economy. Some of you don't want to go back to work after this is all over. You can learn Forex the next month or however long this stuff lasts and do very well just with this method. Okay. Just with this method. Okay. So again, you want to definitely come to this webinar. Again, I'm going to leave a link here so that you can check it out and register as soon as possible. Okay. So guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe out there. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.